Hello everybody, I'm gonna read a book so I can fall asleep. Okay, my cheeks are still swollen, so I can't talk fluently, so it's gonna be weird. Let us read. Sadness and depression are illustrated by the story of a 62-year-old woman, Clara, who had been suffering with the loss of her husband. There had been no sign of previous illness. He simply dropped dead one morning from a sudden heart attack. Clara grieved for over a year, during which she became depressed, but later recovered. Her husband had left her financially well off, and she did not have to work, except for the death of a beloved sister when she was 15, for whom she grieved for a long time. Her life had been largely benign and uncomplicated. Though she had friends of her own, Clara had lived her adult life mostly through her husband. He was a successful, outgoing chief executive who loved his work. She entertained his associates and other friends as a supported wife of a CEO, and she enjoyed this role. The couple had 3 children, all married, each with children of their own. 2 of these families lived in the same West Coast community as their parents, the third in the Southeast. Claire had shown no signs of great distress. Immediately following the death of her husband, she managed a funeral and burial with aplomb, though later she felt like a zombie while doing it. Then, after the bustle of attention from family and friends had ended, she began to be at loose ends and feel morose. She ate poorly, losing much weight in the next 6 months. Her children began to worry about her. She was not taking care of herself and stayed mostly at home. She spent her days alone in a darkened room, examining her husband's things, failing to dress or bathe, showing no interest in anything else. When family or friends invited her to stay with them, Clara complained of sleeplessness and a host of physical ailments, which everyone interpreted as psychosomatic. Her children found her presence trying, but did their best to cheer her. They took her into their homes, believing that she would be better off with the company of a loving family. They were concerned that she could be suicidal. Though her relationship with her husband had been generally good and occasionally affectionate, it was mainly distant, though they had bickered considerably. Now, however, she began to talk about her husband as though he was a paragon of virtue, whom she had tragically lost. She constantly stated that she should have died with him, that her life had no value with him gone. She was obsessed with the idea that if she had cared more for his physical well-being, for example, forcing him to watch his diet and discouraging him from smoking, he might have not died so young. To her children, Clara was experiencing a profound depression. She complained constantly about her ailments. She did indeed suffer repeated Ow, my cheeks hurt. That's it. There's no way I can read. Plus, I don't like me reading in a high-pitched voice, because that's the only way I can read in a comfortable tone. Fuck these cheeks, bro.